Welcome back, Boodlyneck here, and this is the next episode of In It to Win It. I'm here with an amazing group of gamers, you guys. This is an epic group of gamers, and we are getting ready to do an epic team dungeon. Look at this. We have got potions throwing and money flowing. Somebody just gave me $10 billion. Thank you so much, fan. Wow. Thank you. That was very generous. We are going to do a medium dungeon. I was planning on doing a hard dungeon, and then I was told it's more efficient, if you're farming points anyway, to do mediums. The difference is, it is so loud here, they keep throwing potions, they're having a good time. I guess the difference is only 10 points. For a hard you get 60, for a medium you get 50, and I guess it's a lot easier. So let's go, and let's do an amazing dungeon. We're trying to get a full party here, you guys. I've never played it with a full party. You can have up to 10 players in a dungeon. I think it would be pretty amazing to play it with all 10 players. It looks like, what do we have here so far? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've got a 9th on the way, I believe. Cool. And away we go. All right. So if you haven't done a dungeon yet, as soon as you enter, you are going to get bombarded with these silverfish. It is super annoying, and it seems like they turned up the knockback on them. It seems like you get way more knockback from them now. But this is a medium, and it is going really fast. Wow, that's already cleared, really? Is that... Yeah, wow, that is all of the mobs already in the first area. Well, this is a big party, too. Here we go through the maze. The maze is super easy, you guys. If you don't know the way, join my Discord. On my Discord, in... the general media area, I believe is where I put it. There is a map on how to get through the maze. Super, super easy. And here we go on to wave 2. Some of the tips that I've come across, I've been doing team dungeons all week, trying to figure out the easiest and best way to do things. And the first tip that I would say is I like smite. I like smite better than sharpness. I've tried both, and it just really seems like smite is a better enchantment for this. I mean, pretty much everything is undead here, and it just seems like things go down faster with smite. Kind of waiting here. I want to be able to see this jump. I don't want to be blocked. There we go. And here we go. We are already on to wave 3, and let's make this shortcut. Here is another cool trick that I was shown this week. You can take a shortcut there and go that direction instead of going the long way. And here we are. We need to get rid of all of these mobs. Need to eat an apple here. And we are good to go. Make sure you always keep an eye on your armor, you guys. If you take a look, I have an armor status mod in the lower left-hand corner there. So I can always see the durability of my armor. And on the right hand, the bottom right hand corner, I have the status HUD. And they are both super handy in these dungeons. Super, super handy. And then in the top left corner, if you notice, I have the damage indicators mod. Well, not just the top left corner. You can see how much damage I'm doing. The numbers floating up in the air whenever I hit stuff like that right there. But in the top left corner, it also shows a health bar, which on the boss is so nice. And here we are already going to the boss. Wow, they were not kidding. These mediums are so quick. Wow. I mean, this is a good group too. This is an amazing group of people. Everyone here is really good. I've been getting lucky too. Usually I get frozen a lot, and I don't think I've been frozen yet this whole time. So this is just going amazing. And the silverfish have pretty much been staying out of my way. This has just been a good run altogether. Here is the last tip, you guys. When you get here, these guys know what they're doing. You want to hit this boss into the lava. That way you don't have to deal with the silverfish. So hit the boss into the lava. Ooh, another tip. Get him away from those lava streams, those lava flows or vines that go up. The boss will climb them, and then it adds a bunch of time to your dungeon. So do your very best to keep them away from all of that kind of stuff. And then stand here and just go at them. And here you can see that damage indicators mod coming in handy. Well, not now, because now we're seeing players' health also. But the damage indicators, you see, we can see the boss's health there. And that is so nice to be able to know how close you have him. And yeah, in case you can't tell, I am jumping. I'm just sitting here spamming the space bar as I hit him. getting those critical hits, and I have no idea if I'm even hitting him right now. There we go. I can see some critical hits going up. Yeah, just keep spamming that space bar, and you'll get a bunch of critical hits on him. And, wow, I'm going to try to get back a little bit so we can see his health, maybe. I can't get a lock on him. There's too many players here. This is a big team. Holy cow. But it looks like we are going to get it done in under 5 minutes. We're barely over 4 right now. How close is he? Wow, they were not kidding. Medium is so much faster. Oh my goodness. It was barely over 4 minutes. Good game, you guys. Amazing game. Wow, that was really good. I don't think it's going to get better than that, you guys. I really don't think it's going to get better than that. I will take a minute and go over my armor and my gear really quick to show you the kind of things that I use. But yeah, I'm going to fix my stuff up and I will be right back. Okay, here we go. This is what I use, and this is overkill. You definitely do not need this good of stuff or this much stuff even to do team dungeons. Honestly, for a team dungeon, you could have one set of protection 4 or probably even protection 3 armor and some enchanted golden apples and a sword, and you'd be all right. You could do it as long as you got a halfway decent team. That's really all it takes. You'll have to repair your gear every time you leave the dungeon. Definitely don't forget that. Go in with a fresh set, and you will be fine, honestly. I don't think I've ever had to change my armor in a team dungeon yet. I've been lucky and had a good team every time, though. I have been really lucky, and it's been going super easy. Now, there's been times where the game has kind of made it a pain as far as like maybe a ton of silverfish at the parkour area or getting froze constantly. There's been some times where it just seems like I'm froze for 10 minutes straight. It's just unreal. But anyway, here is what I wear. I wear the spooky set. And like I said, you definitely don't need this. But I have it, so why not use it, right? I have this just in case I need it. And that's one set of P5 armor. That's just in case. Never needed it yet, though. And here are the... I would suggest having this setup. So you don't necessarily need the spooky sword. I do, just because it does. I think it does do more damage than a Smite 5. I think a Sharpness 6 does do better than a Smite 5. But I like the Smite. I don't know why. I like it. It just seems like the mobs go down faster. And then one other thing I would suggest having one sword with no knockback. So like this Smite 5 with no knockback. That way you're not chasing mobs and hitting them all over. If you get a mob, a nice group of mobs, you can just sit there and hit them and they don't go flying all over the place. And then you do want one Smite sword or Sharpness sword. But anyway, you want one sword with knockback for the boss at the end. That way you can hit him into that lava nice and easy. And then I even bring a fishing rod. That way if somebody else is knocking him and I'm in the lava, well then I can just grab him and then just pull him in and help get him in that way. Or there's been some times when he'll go up in the lava flow or kind of stick around a grate or a fence or something. And it's nice to have a way to pull instead of push. Yeah, and then I always bring these with, but I have never used one yet. Honestly, I've never used one, but it's nice to have them just in case. If you ever do need them, you'll be glad you had them. And then, of course, the enchanted golden apples. And that's all you need. That's all I bring. Super simple, super easy. They are fun, you guys. Sure, there's better ways to make points. Sure, there's better ways to get money. But dungeons are fun. Don't forget, you guys, this is a game. I know it's Skyblock, and it's all about being efficient and getting rich and all that, and being the best and the smartest and the winning and all that, but this is a game. Let's have fun, and dungeons are a blast. I love what they've done with dungeons. I think maybe turn down the Silverfish wouldn't hurt a little bit, especially in Wave 3, the parkour area. Oh, boy, that stinks. Ah, man, that can get rough. I got lucky on that run, and it wasn't bad, but there's sometimes that it gets unbearable. Oh, my goodness, there are some times that they just knock you all over the place, and you can't get through the thing. But yeah, that is it. That's all there is to it. Next, I want to show you guys some things that I've been doing as far as my mob grinder. I've come across some issues with the Silverfish grinder, and I just wanted to show you guys some things that I've done I made a second island, so I am going to show you one of my penguin islands today, and it is going to be a grinder with some spawners in it. But this is my second island, so don't go thinking you're going to get all the good info, because this is island number 2. So, yeah, and this is nowhere near as good as island number 1. But anyway, let's go check that out now. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is move your AFK people down 1. Or actually more than 1. I think I moved this down 5, and you could go even more than that. But you want to go lower to the water. These silverfish are so delicate. They are so dainty and so darn cute. Look at them. Little cute things. They can't handle a very big fall even into water. So on my first island, I was going up as big. I was trying to fill this thing. And they were dying in here in the water. Not only that, Leon, the other day asked me to come look at his, and they were even dying in the drop spout, just with I think it was like a 15 block fall or something into water, and they were dying in there too. So the first thing I would suggest, move your alts down at least 5. I would say maybe even more. You could do more even. It wouldn't hurt. But 5 seems to be plenty. And then I moved all of my spawners down to where I can fit more down in the lower half. Originally in this schematic, I think they were up around here, and I've lowered these all down about 5 or so. So this way, you get less dying in here and more dying where you want them to die. So in other words, if these over here were falling and dying, let me turn on chunk boundaries here. If we have our loot booster going in this chunk, which is where the drop spout is, right? And we have silverfish over here falling from up here and dying out here, we're not getting a loot booster on those. So we definitely don't want those guys to die outside of the loot booster area. So we definitely want to keep them alive until they go where we want them to, or into the cell portal, for example. We don't want them to die in here. We want them to die in the cell portal. So that is the first change, and that's a big one. You guys definitely want to do that. And then along the same lines, like I was saying with Ileons, where they were falling down the drop spout and they were dying from the water there, with like a 15 block fall or 16. It wasn't very far. They should have totally survived into the water. He was trying to run his bottom set of cell portals, and a lot of them were dying in the fall. His were dying in here also, like mine were, from being up too high, and I told him to do this kind of same deal, and I helped him move him around. And then I told him if he wanted, I mean, the easy answer, the easy solution is to put some hoppers up to catch wherever they're falling and they're dying, put some hoppers to catch the drops from that. But the best solution is to move everything up to where they can survive that fall. So those are some big changes that I would suggest. And I just wanted to go over those really quick because there's still quite a bit of time left in the season, and I don't want people running this in a bad way. I would definitely keep this schematic the same though, because any other mobs, if the mob of choice changes next season, zombies, pretty much every other mob in the game would totally be able to handle a fall from any of these areas into water. So this isn't going to be an issue with any other mob. Like maybe witches will be better next season, and we're going to do a witch farm. This is still going to be an amazing grinder as far as spawnable locations. Okay, now that we're done with that, on to the next bit of business, which is our island. I've been working on the island. I made a few more buildings and some custom trees, and I made a high-speed time lapse of it. So here goes. Let's go watch that now. And there we have it. What do you guys think? The island is coming along nicely. Not too much left to do to turn that into a complete village. Few more buildings, a little more landscaping, couple more trees. It's going to look amazing. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I got to say, we hit another milestone. We passed the 200 subscriber mark, and I gotta say, that's amazing to me. I can't thank you guys enough for subscribing. I love making these videos, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoy watching them. We gotta come up with something good to do. We gotta come up with some way to celebrate 200 subscribers. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. We'll figure something out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, do me a big favor and hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider subscribing. Soon, maybe we'll get to that 500 subscriber mark. Thank you so much for watching. Keep playing, keep having fun. We will see you guys next time. Bye.